Good morning, YouTube. It's my baby. Good morning, baby. Aww. I know. It's too early. I've been up just a little while, editing. I don't know if you can hear that positive affirmation stuff in the background. I tend to listen to that in the morning. I haven't eaten anything yet, so it's time for another what I eat in a day video. Process what I do or don't eat in a day on any given day, now that I'm pretty far into recovery. Just one shot is not enough information. Just one shot is not enough information. No, it's not, little baby kitty. You're so cute. Good morning, sunshiny, beautiful people. Clearly it's morning again. I still have morning hair. We haven't done anything with this yet, but I got clothes on instead of pajamas, so I'm heading in the right productive direction. I'm going to use this handy dandy thing my partner got me. I do own a blender, but I tend to just use my blender typically to make smoothies because I don't do a lot of cooking, so it worked really well to have this instead. Check this thing out. I even thought about getting rid of my blender for how little I use it anymore. Isn't this adorable? It's specifically, you put this little lid on here, and then you tip the whole thing down and make a smoothie. Now this would be ridiculous, expensive, unnecessary expense for some people, but if you pretty much just use your blender for making smoothies and otherwise don't bake very much. I used to bake. I used to do a lot of vegan baking, but I've kind of gotten away from that. I'd like to get back into cooking more, cooking real food, but right now I've been the grab and go convenience queen for the most part, but I try to get fruits and vegetables when I can. And so today, first food of the day, I have some vegetables, that are needing to be eaten before they go bad. Power greens. Oh, this is adorable. This is a mandarin orange with leaf on that Cameron thought was just the cutest thing ever. So I bought us each one at this little farmer's market, and I have yet to eat mine. I don't think I'm going to tear it up and throw it in the smoothie, but I said we'll leave it out on the counter so I actually remember to eat it. Of course, almond milk, protein powder again. Have I done yoga? No, but it makes it taste chocolatey and good. And if you're making a smoothie, you need PB2 powder or some kind of something to add, a banana at minimum, to add to greens, unless you have a really strong system. Sometimes I'll take apple cider vinegar and greens and some type of strong flavored fruit and pretend it's tropical, but it doesn't taste very good. But it's good for you. I have a big old bottle in here of that, but we're not in the mood for that today. I have blackberries. A pint of blackberries. All right, let's do this. Also see my gingerbread cookies there that I have yet to make. one of these days I'm going to make them. Woohoo! Oh, that one's already bad. Take a big handful because I've got to get through a whole lot of greens in just a couple of days. I'm going to cram as many of them in here as I can. Almost fill it up. Yay, blueberries. Not blueberries, blackberries. It's too early. I do have blueberries though too. I think I'll put half of this in here. And then I will eat the other half along with that at some point today. Almond milk, water. Why did I water down my almond milk? Because I haven't been drinking enough water. I don't know why. I used to drink too much water, and now I've gotten in the habit of not drinking enough water. So I'm just trying to give myself some extra water. It's not a calorie cutting routine. Take a scoop of this. And I'm also going to take a scoop of something else. It's a supplement, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm not here to endorse putting anything that you don't need or know into your body. I'm not a nutritionist, but I will let you know that it, like all my vitamins, has about 30 calories in it. So I'm being good by putting that in there. And then we cap it off. Line the little arrows up. This is going to be loud. Presto changeo magic. Is this not just super cute? Smoothie. Look at me drinking water. You should do this every day like I used to, and now I'm trying to again. It's not a Powerade endorsement, but because I wasted plastic by buying the bottle, I reuse it. Also, notice, still have bad habits. It is a non-calorie. Now it's just water. That goes back to my bad habit of still purchasing the diet option. I eat enough, but I need to work on that still, clearly. Love you guys. It's weird. I'm fine with eating it when other people give it to me, but when it's me picking it, I can't will myself to do it. Back to food. I love these. These are steel cut oats, instant, because again, I'm exceptionally tired and still sick, and the convenience queen at the moment, instead of home cooking oats, which you just have to boil, I'm going to microwave some oats, and then I'm going to put in blueberries. Again, bad habit. This is the lowest calorie instant oatmeal you can get, but good habit. I just dump these in. This serves two purposes. One is this is scalding hot, even though I really like the flavor of it when it first comes out of the microwave. And rather than practice patience, I like to eat it. I could practice patience and let it cool off or add some milk or something, but frozen blueberries cool it down enough to eat it, and they're good for me. Berries, or regularly throughout a week, women in particular have less cognitive decline as they age. So this is good for me, and it has antioxidants. And it cools down my oatmeal so I can put it in my face much faster because I have a thing with eating, so I like it. It does something for me. And that was an original part of the eating disorder, was that when I was too young and too small to modify anything else, to modify my emotions, and I didn't have healthy coping mechanisms, and I didn't have a place to turn to learn them, I realized that food did something for me. And so I abused food. And so that tendency is going to be a work in progress for a long time, not to get a certain special satisfaction out of eating that's above and beyond the normal physiologic appetite. Good food should be pleasurable, but food should not be mood modification. And for many of us, even without lifelong, long-standing eating disorder issues, food is a mood calibrator. It's a legal drug. And people don't think of eating as a drug, but eating or not eating is a drug. And you need to learn to change the way that you look at food instead of this mind-altering substance, mood-altering substance, the behaviors that you do as good, bad, body modification, coping skills. A helpful lesson that I picked up in therapy is food is just food. If you go all the way back to my very first video where I was mindfully sniffing toast to get myself to eat it, mukbang of mindfulness, I believe I mentioned this, that food is just food. We humans make things far more complicated than they need to be. Food is fuel. That's why nutritious food is the best for us. Not because it's going to make you look good. Because it will make you live good. It's found in nature and it's good for you. But versus this, even though it's oatmeal, I'm going to heat it in a microwave. And because I'm special, I still am a little paranoid about microwaves. But I use it an awful lot. I really need to get back to cooking. So I've rambled on far too long about second breakfast. I had toast, my smoothie, and now I'm going to have oats and an unmeasured dumping of frozen blueberries. I'm not sure what I'll be eating the rest of the day. I haven't really thought that far ahead. I'm really dragging, and I have to be gone in about an hour, so I better get to that. Love you guys. Let's have some oatmeal. Instant oatmeal done. And you know something else I love about having this for breakfast or second breakfast snack any time of day is because I'm kind of a giant child, and when you stir the blueberries in to the oatmeal, it changes colors and turns purple at heart and in head. I can appreciate purple oatmeal. Check that out. Nutritious and delicious. I'm doing much better at eating fruits and vegetables today. Much better than my cheap sandwiches and fish that I never finished. I'll probably eat that today when I get back from my appointments before I head into work. We'll see how that pans out.
For their specific situation. You said to Paul, my grace is sufficient for you. I believe that promise is personal for me and for them. I don't believe there's a situation in this room that you would not declare.
I'm going to
my
eat
grace
as much
is
of
enough.
this white cottony
So,
stuff as
we
possible.
stand in the sufficiency
Aww,
of your
sad little
spirit
carcass
and your
of a
son
wonderful
today.
day at the farmer's market with my
And on
partner.
every location,
But I am
come
eating
into
it before it goes bad.
with your people.
But the white stuff helps build your immune system, and I could really use my immune system built. People think it's a misnomer that vitamin C helps your immune system. Vitamin C helps you absorb iron, which is good for you, among other things. But it's actually this white material that you find in between citrus fruit that helps your immune system. Get that.
We shall be free. We shall possess the land. We shall inherit the promise. We shall receive all that you died to provide. We shall rise as
One mistake. I just brushed my teeth. And orange juice or oranges after brushing your teeth, everyone should know. Not a good idea.
by faith. We will inherit
But
the land.
I'll do it anyway.
God, I come against the spirit of discouragement today. The devil is a liar. That spirit that always...
I'll be having fish and cauliflower. When I go to my appointment, they have this lovely candy store that I am going to indulge in because you only live once. And I'm going to buy 3 dark chocolate Hershey's squares, and that's all I plan on eating from the candy shop. We'll see how that goes. So I'll be having that, and Rice Krispie treat and hot dogs, again at work, is the intention. Again, not most healthy, but it's what I've got right now. I sort of bulk my food to work on a Monday, and then I just eat through the same thing over and over and over on my work shift. Maybe I could work on that too as I work toward cooking and adding more variety and eating more balanced. And I don't even necessarily need to eat on my work shift. It is just a habit. I have worked the same shift, the same hours for a very long time before I went down to part-time. And so my break and my lunch was always scheduled eating. And most of the time I have no schedule to my eating anymore, but I am so triggered on work break, first break as soon as I get there, and lunch break, that this is what I do, that I eat. If I don't sit and eat, I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I can't sit and read a book. I can't just sit there and quiet. I can't just be. I still have a hard time just being and not doing something in the hour, half hour, 15, it just drags on, and I just become increasingly anxious. And so that's a very regimented, rule-oriented, triggering situation work. So I just sort of have this repetitive food that I eat throughout the week. And eventually, at some point, when I get more under control, I want to just not eat while I'm at work, because at the current state, I'm just working part-time. I'm only there for 4 hours, and I don't necessarily need to eat when I start work every 2 hours, you know, and then when I take my break, and then I should just be able to just embrace life and be chill about it. And so back to food. Toast, a smoothie. I'm going to have 3 dark chocolate Hershey's because I like it better than milk chocolate, not because of a diet reason, and it's healthier for you. I'm going to have fish and cauliflower that are leftovers that I didn't have last night. I'm going to have a Rice Krispie treat and 2 hot dogs at my job, and then when I come home I'm gonna have chicken breast, protein, Fiber One bars, because I still like to have something sweet every night before I go to bed. I'm trying to have healthier desserts again because I'm still in the pre-packaged phase of things. It would be much better for me to have something more nutritious. And maybe even get out of the whole dessert before bed habit. That was when ever since I was a small child, we had a dessert when we took our vitamins and we were tucked in at night when I was a little kid. It's a fond memory. And again, I'm an emotionally tied eater, and so it helps me sleep at night to have something to eat sweet right before bed. Another bad habit that I need to work on breaking. And again, it's a fiber bar. There are worse things that I could have, but there are better things that I could have too. Something more wholesome and real. That is the plan for the day. And I still have these to munch through, but I have to say it's better so far than ham sandwich and waffle day. Love you guys. Bye, YouTube. Don't know what the hell I'm doing. Every day. Hello, YouTube. It's now 3:39. I have to run off to work rather quickly. I just popped yesterday's food I didn't get to in the microwave. Fish and cauliflower rice. Yay me for following through on eating the food that I didn't eat yesterday and not letting things go to waste. I actually just got back from therapy and they related a number on me today. And I haven't talked about my eating disorder in therapy, so this is kind of an aside, but hey, clearly I'm in therapy because of the type of videos I post. It wouldn't be healthy otherwise. Not to have clinical disorders that aren't being managed clinically. But I'm a little nerved up, so I almost don't have an appetite, but I'm going to eat anyway because I know I'll be hungry. I have to run off to work rather quickly, and it's useful to eat outside of your emotions because you know your body needs it. My stomach is growling a little bit, so I know that I'm hungry. And depending on how we work, some of us, when we get anxious or upset, our appetites kick in. Others of us, when we get anxious or upset, our appetite disappears. But you can't navigate your choices in life, and especially if you're in recovery, your food choices around your emotional appetite, eating or not eating based on anxiety is not an option. So down the hatch we go. I'm gonna get this off here. I'm not talking with my mouth open, full of food like I did last night. I don't know if you could even understand that because my mouth is full of food. So I'm gonna eat this and get my butt in gear. Love you guys. See you after work. I'm still hungry. At least I think I'm still hungry. I may be nervous. So we're gonna do this anyway. I'm gonna have one of these Fiber One brownies. This is my lovely fake brownie. Could be better, could be worse. It is what it is. Love you guys. See you after work. Hello, YouTube. Okay, today was not a good day at work. I was so exhausted. And I really couldn't keep my head in it. I didn't eat Rice Krispie treat or hot dogs. I ate 2 salami slices, a crab rangoon, a small bag of Funyuns,
And then at lunch I had 4 potato wedges, small potato wedges, and 2 pieces of chicken wings with the skin tore off. All thanks to my boss. He likes to give me food. Check this out. This is food he has given me over the course of the week. My boss has a tendency to try to feed me, and I have an inability to say no. It's something I really need to work on. I have difficulty sticking up for myself and simply using the word no, especially when it comes to people in powerful positions and especially when it comes to men. And I have a hard time. It's just 2 little letters. I shouldn't have to explain myself. I find myself explaining myself, and with a little pressure I have whatever. So I had, like I said, a crab rangoon, 2 slices of salami, Funyuns, and then 4 potato wedges, and the chicken, which I cut the skin off. There's not much meat on chicken wings, but I won't eat chicken skin and chicken fat, and I felt compelled to do that type of behavior because I felt like I was being forced to eat things that I didn't really want to eat. I appreciate, it's a mixed bag. I appreciate him giving me things and the gesture of kindness of sharing food, but I feel pressured to eat what he puts in front of me. Like I can't say no, or I get comments if I say no, and so I just don't like that. But so I haven't decided what I'm going to eat for dinner. I had a rough day at work. Kind of like therapy, my stomach is in knots and I'm not really that hungry right now, and I don't know what I'm going to have next. I'm going to slam down another one of these lunch meat sandwiches because I'm emotionally and physically whipped, and I don't feel like bothering to make anything for myself. So yeah, this is going to be the end of my day, I think, unless I snack before bed. I'm glad to be home. Really glad to be home. See, it's different when Cameron gives me food, because he offers it to me. And he's fine if I don't have it. It's not a pressure thing. He doesn't make comments on my physicality except for positive comments. He doesn't make comments on what I do or don't eat. He doesn't, if I have something ready to be eaten and I'm ready to eat, he doesn't tell me not to have it and make me have something else. That wasn't the only thing that upset me about work today. But yeah, upset me. So I'm gonna eat my sandwich, watch a little TV, and unwind. Love you guys. Bye, YouTube. Offer people food. Don't pressure, and don't comment if they say no. People have rights to their own body, their own food. And it's not your opinion. Everybody's recovery is unique, and sometimes your 2 cents is a little bit too much. As I tucked my way into my second sandwich, I just wanted to say that tomorrow I will make sure to get to that chicken breast and the fish and cauliflower some point through the day because it needs to be eaten. I also didn't finish my berries, so probably a smoothie with
berries and protein powder, and greens will be on the menu, probably a salad because I still have a lot more grains to get through, chicken, and the fish and cauliflower, and then work. Work is a conundrum. And coming home from work is also a conundrum. Despite having food ready, my spirit tends to be a little broken, along with my energy by the time I get home, and it just sticks something in my mouth. Also something I need to work on. Love you guys. Let me cover my mouth with my sandwich. It's really time to wind down now. Good night, YouTube. Full day of eating, part 2.